Hi kids, it's Teacher here. Let's talk silly science. Today, boys and girls, we are going to talk about helium. Did you know that helium is what's used in balloons that make them float? Yeah, it really is. And I have a helium tank here. So let me tell you a little bit about helium. Helium is a gas, and you can't see it, you can't smell it, you can't taste it because it has no odor. And it's very, very, very light. That's one of the reasons why they use it in balloons and in big blimps. Have you seen the big blimps up in the air floating all around? Well, those are filled with helium as well. Now, helium doesn't react with other chemicals. That's also why it's really good to use in these balloons, and it will not burn you or anything like that. So it's so cool, it really is. So I'm going to show you how the helium inside of the helium tank works. Now, you gotta make sure you keep it closed off because it's a gas, it can't escape. So I've opened it so that we can use it, but when I finish with it, I've got to close it back because I don't want all my helium to escape because it's a gas. So it's just like an air. That's a gas, right? So I'm going to take this green balloon and I'm going to put helium in it, okay? And let's see what happens. Ooh. It's filling it up because it's a gas, just like the air inside of your lungs fills it up because, you know, air and oxygen is also a gas. Now, let's see what happens when I take and I tie it, right? Now, what I'm also going to do, I probably did that backwards. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this right here for right now before I let it go. Now, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So let me blow one up with from the air in my lungs too, and let's see the difference, okay? Ready? On the count of three. Why don't you count with me? 1, 2, 3. Okay, here we go. Whoa, that took a lot of air out of my lungs. Did you help me blow that out? I sure hope you did. Now, the orange balloon is filled with the oxygen, the gas from inside of my lungs, right? It's a gas. And the green one is filled with helium from the helium tank, not inside of my lungs, okay? So let's see what happened to them. On the count of 3, I'm going to let both of them go. Let's see what happens. 1, 2, 3. One went up and the other went down. So my lungs does not have helium and gas inside of it, does it? It has, that balloon, the gravity pulled it down. But the helium, because it's so light, it went straight up into the air, to the ceiling, actually. So that's the difference in the gas that's in helium as a gas and the oxygen that's inside your body. Now, I want you to do something. I want you to make your own gas. Will you do that for me? Now, this is how we're going to do it. I just have a regular bottle here, and then I have just regular balloons, but I'm going to take some baking soda, and I'm going to put it inside of my balloon, and I just can't wait to see what happens here. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think it's going to work? I don't know. Let's see. Okay, I'm putting this inside. Oh, going down. Going down. Baking soda going down. Baking soda. Go inside my balloon. Baking soda. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right, this takes a little bit of a minute, doesn't it? I'm just shaking it down in there. I don't want to put too much in there. Just enough for us to experiment with, okay? Now, this is just regular distilled vinegar. Oh yeah, it's vinegar already. Oh, gross me out. Yeah, it has a smell. Now I'm going to take the vinegar and pour it inside of my bottle. Let me put that down. How about that? I'm going to pour it inside of my bottle. Now, these are also 2 different kinds of chemicals. One's a solid and one's a liquid. Which one is the liquid? The one that I'm pouring is a liquid because it takes the form of whatever object container that I have. So it was in this form and it's in there because it flows, right? Now, which one is the liquid? I mean, the solid. That's the baking soda, right? So I'm going to take my balloon and just put it over my bottle. Then I'm going to just empty in the baking soda. Wow, look at that! Oh my goodness! You're making a gas. When that chemical reaction reaction happens inside of the bottle, it's sending a gas up into the balloon. You're making your very own gas and you're filling your balloon up yourself. So now you have a gas inside of you with an oxygen. Then you also have gas helium. Now you have gas with the baking soda and the vinegar. My goodness, you guys are so good. So I want you to do this at home, and you can see this is just regular stuff that you already have at home, right? And you can do this. So when you do this, I really want to see your reaction. I really want to see how you're going to make it all work. This is so cool. Yes, it is. So do that and send that to WKNO, teacher@gmail.com. It comes to me and I'll respond. I love seeing your wonderful experiments and things like that, okay? Now, if you want to learn more about gases or baking soda or helium or well, helium is a gas, or any other kind of experiments with gases, you can always do that at the pbslearningmedia.org, and that's our resource page. And you'll find so many worksheets and things like that there. I promise you will, okay? So when you do that, I'm going to take it off and tie it too and see what happens. You think I should? You think I should? Well, I still hear it filling up though. I wonder how big it's going to get. Anyway, thank you so much for being here with us today. And thank you, International Paper Foundation, for making our silly science adventures happen today. So until next time, boys and girls, Teacher says bye-bye.